What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel, y'all. Let's get it, man. We got Podcast and Chill back up on deck with Mac G and our boy Soul, y'all. Africa #1 podcast. I said this, you hear me? The motherland #1 podcast, y'all. Let's get it, man. This is episode 346 with Mpho Pops, y'all. Let's get it. But this is the part 1. I said this is the part I should have watched first, so I apologize about it. Didn't know, but now I know, so I gotta knock it out. Simple as that. So I'm excited to get in, because if you ain't watched the first one, make sure you check it out, because our boy Mpho Pops is hilarious, y'all. So I'm ready to see what this is about. I'm ready to laugh. I'm ready to smile. Simple as that, y'all. Let's get it. Let's get to chilling. I like that. Hope everybody having a blessed day. About to have a blessed night. Simple as that. Let's get it.
What a man there, ladies and gentlemen. Please welcome one of our favorite comedians of all time.
Yes.
Of all fucking time.
Yes.
Mpho Pops in the building.
What's up, Pops Uncle? What's up, Soul? Pops Uncle. What's up, Mac?
If my son wants to be a comedian, he must be like you. I'm gonna tell him he must watch all of your stand-ups.
Hey, he can't yet.
Why?
Hey, there's some controversial things.
Oh, you're controversial.
No,
you're clean, bro.
No, I've become very clean. Don't let him watch my early stuff.
Yeah,
my early
Hey,
stuff.
but this nigga is wild, dog. Hey, if you know about Mpho Pops, he's wild, dog. Should have been a DJ, this nigga.
Real. Yeah?
No,
Ain't
dog.
Tell us more.
No, dog. I'm a normal guy.
Yeah, I remember the first podcast I did with them. It was literally just me and one camera guy,
Hey,
a cat monster.
Oh, that's why.
That's why when I walked in, I was like,
Access.
I greeted everyone. I was like, I'm so proud. Like, you guys have a team. This is a whole machine. The first one we did with Mac.
Yeah.
It was just him and Catmaster.
Wow.
Mac,
He's a DJ, by the way, turned into cameraman during the day.
Yeah.
Mac was the one miking me.
Shit.
Mac had a 17-inch Mac. I vulaga. And then I'm gonna ask. I couldn't see him behind me. It was just us, dog. It
Wow,
was literally 3 of us.
Yeah.
Now there's a whole team. Uncle Saul is here.
Yeah.
Calling me uncle, bro.
Bros, ladies.
His Uncle Soul is here. His ladies here. You got a whole team to come up with strong.
There's a whole team. Uncle Saul is here.
Yeah.
Calling me uncle, bro.
Bros, ladies here.
Yeah.
Fine, I thought I was gonna meet Ghost Lady.
Ish.
Fine. Like, I still don't know how Ghost Lady looks.
Yeah. Do you really want to meet her?
I want to meet her, dog. I'm a fan. It's like, I've been a Daft Punk fan my whole life. I don't know how they look.
Oh yeah.
And I don't want to know.
Yes.
Ghost Lady is on that level. I thought I was going to see her, you know, because I got a call to come through.
Yeah.
It was from Dudu.
Yeah.
Dudu phoned me.
producer.
Yes, Dudu phoned me. Hi, Mpho.
What producer now?
I ain't doing Look how God, you want to Moses? Come on. I parked outside. He's like, you're shooting inside. Inside. Yes. I'm Kiana, no Kia.
She fully.
Dudu phones me. I'm like, she says, no, it's Dudu from Podcast and Chill. I'm like, Ghost Lady, is your real name Dudu? She goes, no, I'm Dudu. I'm like, Ghost Lady's you.
Yeah. Fake name.
She's like, no, I'm Dudu. We want you to come. I was like, yes, 1,000 times, yes. I will come, yes.
Oh, you're not gonna replace me? Damn. Hey, this never used to be a comedian chair. Now,
dog.
the next time must be fun. It must be a comedian.
Dog, you're killing that chair, bro.
Bro.
You are putting real comedians under pressure.
Chair can do, man.
No.
Yeah.
F's
Sure.
with your chi.
And by the way, you know we got this table designed specifically for you. A chiller designed this for us, just for you, for this episode.
No ways.
Yeah, it's the
kid you
first
not.
time shooting at these studios, so
Yeah.
No ways. Where's our chiller from?
Hey, let me shout them out. Actually, it's at Hood Steel Haven. That's the company. So they do furniture.
Yeah.
They do like patio sets, kitchen cabinets, TV stands.
Wow.
If you ever need. They're based in Midrand. Yeah.
No, I'm gonna say. Oh, there's a furniture store based in Midrand.
hey, bro, that's an oxymoron right there. There's a paradox.
So big shout out to Wood Steel Haven, man. Shout out to Achilla for
Steel
putting
Haven.
it. Yeah, Wood Steel Haven.
Shout out. We
Yeah.
love them pop-ups table.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna call it from now.
yeah, yeah.
Pop's
I like
table.
that. I like that.
I'll wait.
Dog,
Pop's table.
let's talk about the history of comedy,
Pops
bro.
table,
Yes.
Pops
After birthday, how did it
tables.
start, man?
Dog, so the nice thing about comedy in SA is that you can literally trace it back to its roots, right?
Wow.
So initially there were like 6 white guys.
History
Who did
lesson for
all
us.
the comedy. You know, it was Mel Miller, Eddie Eckstein,
John
Joe
Flismus,
Parker.
and
No,
his
this was
cousins.
before John Flismus, way before John Flismus. I think a guy called Tony the King. There were literally 6 of them, and they controlled the entire industry.
Wow. Whoa.
And then it wasn't up until in the 90s, in the early 90s, Inor Alomidom, Ronnie Mudemol.
Oh, legend!
Ronnie. So Ronnie is the fun fact. Ronnie is the first black stand-up comedian
Are you serious?
in South Africa. He's the
Ronnie, okay. He's the legend of legends, man. That's the OG of OGs, y'all. Hey, if y'all ever watch one of his stand-up and it's actually funny and it's worth checking out, let me know. Simple as that, now I check it out.
Ronnie's the first black stand-up comedian
Are you serious?
in South Africa. He's the first guy to
see
do
that?
stand-up,
All
right?
This was Trevor now in America, ne?
No, that's Dave
No,
Kibuka.
that's
David
Kibuka.
Kibuka,
That's
yes.
Kibuka, yeah.
So Ronnie Mudemula side pocket on Pure Manati show.
Yes. You know what let me down?
Yes. So he was the first black stand-up comedian, and David Gao and Kagiso Lidiga were in varsity in Cape Town watching some late night show, and they saw Ronnie Mudemula, and he was performing. And then after he performed, they interviewed him, and he was like, "No, he does stand-up and he gets paid." And it was then that Kagiso and David got the idea to become stand-up comedians. Yeah. So Ronnie Mudemula's first, and then comes David Gao.
That generation,
and Kagiso Lidiga.
Jeez, that's wild, dog. Did you know that?
No, I didn't know, bro. I just saw him. I thought first time I saw him was Pimonati.
No,
the PMS show.
And it's so hectic because also a lot of comedians don't know or didn't know at the time that there was comedy. Like I didn't know about stand-up comedy, right?
Yeah.
I got introduced. I knew of comedy. I didn't know we had comedy in the country. So the first show I ever went to was a show that had Trevor
Grindr.
and David
Y'all sitting
Kibuka
on
and
that
Darren Moore and
Grindr.
stuff like that. And in my research, I found out that because you never know how guys got into comedy.
Yeah.
If you hear some of the stories, dog, like it's so hectic. People didn't know they were comedians. Like Mark Lottering. Mark Lottering went to a cousin's wedding. A cousin asked him, "Can you MC my wedding?" They were at this restaurant. He killed it. Like he destroyed. And then at the end of the wedding, the restaurant owner was like, "Yo, I'll see you next week, same time, same place."
Just like that.
Just like that. And for 6 weeks, Mark kept, and that's how Mark became a comedian.
Yeah.
And for Loiso Gola to become a comedian, they had career day at school, and Lloyd didn't know what he wanted to do with his life, and Mark came as a guest speaker. And Loiso Gola was like, "That's what I want to do."
Whoa.
Do you know what I mean? So you hear all these stories of like how Oaks came into the industry, how it started, and you're like, we still have, all those people I've mentioned, by the way, are still alive.
Yeah,
bro.
it's still kicking, bro.
Still alive, still kicking. If you look at other countries, the UK, all of that stuff, their comedy history spans for like 200 years.
Of course.
But Rona, literally, our industry is like 20 something years
And
old.
there was no money back then, bro.
Nothing, bro. Nothing. Oaks had to hustle.
Yeah.
Oaks had to hustle. But now there's decent money in comedy.
Oh,
Yeah.
decent. Listen to you.
Yeah.
What do you mean? That's decent. No,
Hey, try to book him. Hey, not a decent fee at all. Huh? What decent, dog? Fuck out of here. Decent.
Mr. My Way.
Yeah. On the highway if you want to pay.
Yeah. How much were you getting paid? Like your first gig, do you remember?
My first gig. So that's also another thing. I didn't know you get paid in comedy, dog.
Jeez.
So how comedians get paid when they start out is because you start as an open mic, okay?
Yeah.
Yes.
So you have
yes.
to prove that you're funny. And then after you prove that you're funny, then you get paid. So my first payment I ever got from comedy was a handshake.
Oh, yeah.
You know when someone, you know when someone holds your hand, like Kenya something, you're like,
Oh, yeah,
and you can't look at it at the same time. Then you go in, 5 keeper. My first pay was 500 Rand cash.
Whoa.
5 100 Rand
that's when
notes.
that
I
nigga
remember I
slid
got
in
paid
your
by
hand,
Dave
like,
Kibuka at Blues
appreciate you,
Room.
my
Because
nigga.
Blues Room was like one of the toughest rooms in Joburg. So I remember I did a set and I killed, bro. And Dave Kibuka came to me and he put money in my hand. Because we didn't agree on an amount. I thought I was doing an open spot. For
sure.
And then he put money in my hand. I went outside, I counted. I was like, yo, 5 keeper.
Damn. Shout out to Dave.
Yeah. And
Kibuka the comedian.
and then I started figuring out.
Dave Kibuka the comedian. That's what he did, right?
He's giving me
Shout out to him, man. Wow.
Shit, dog. Yeah. So that was my first gig, and then after that, that became my fee. Like, no, I'm gonna charge $500 every time I do a gig. You know, that was like my fee. You know?
Yeah.
And then I didn't know about corporate comedy, right? And I remember there was a day Darren Moore couldn't make a gig, and he phoned me. He's like, "Yo, can you attend this gig? I can't make it." And I was like, "Cool." And he's like, "But it's a corporate, so you have to wear a suit. And what is your fee?" I said, no, I charge $500. He's like, no, this is a corporate. You have to charge properly. I'm like, what do you mean?
Shout out to him.
He's like, no. Tell them you want $2K. So literally, dog, I was like, what? I charged $2K, went to the gig. I remember my uncle even came to the gig, was sitting front row, and he was just proud because I was like, yo, man, like 2,000 rand.
How old are you now?
How old was I then?
Yeah.
This was probably like 12, 11 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah. And literally, that was the most money I'd ever made. And then I got to a point where I was like, no, man, I get ibala. The 5 clipper gigs, the 2,000 here and there, I was like, I can quit my job and do comedy full time.
Yeah, because he had a lot of jobs. Please tell him about all the jobs he
Hey,
did.
so
yeah.
nothing I haven't done in this world. I've handed out pamphlets on the road. I've been a call center agent.
Shout out, I've been that.
Yeah, I've sold.
Wait. You worked at a call center?
Yeah, when I was a student. Yeah.
You were taking calls?
Yeah, taking calls from England. I worked for Virgin Active. No, Virgin Mobile.
Virgin Mobile,
yeah. So their call centers are based in South Africa and the Philippines.
Yeah.
Even like
have to
British
put on the
Gas.
voice.
Even British Gas. No. Just speak. Because we've got one of the best neutral accents in
Yeah,
the world.
yeah,
so you just
yeah.
speak normally. And they're like, you speak very well. Where are you from? South Africa. Oh, good. Oh, I thought you were in the Philippines. Like, no, South African. And you deal. People are dumb in England.
Also, actually,
Super dumb. Like, no, for real. Like, they'll call. One will call, and I didn't know you could do this. They call to get airtime. Like free airtime. Like I'm stuck on the freeway, I can't call my cousin or whatever, and you can give them £5. Free airtime.
so they had airtime advance back then.
Not even, yeah, I think it was advance. But back then, yeah.
Yeah, that's what because airtime advance is like now.
Yeah, not that advance.
So when we
no.
were custom making, please call me's. They
Yeah.
were getting advance.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
£5.
When you go, please call. I'm at the entrance. You just call.
Is a clipper, though.
Yeah, that's a lot of money.
It's a lot of money, bro. Yeah, like, but the people there, it's like people I forgot who got some weird queries. The weirdest queries from England. It's like, then you realize that South Africans are smart. Those people are dumb as fuck. I mean, I'm watching that thing, bro. Yeah, you've seen it, the docu. British guy. Jimmy Savile. So there's a guy.
No, I don't know. Jimmy.
Oh, you don't know it? So, Jimmy Savile, pedophile, right? This guy was literally the advisor to Prince Charles at some point. He was like a super presenter, radio jock, cool guy. They loved him to bits. He even got knighted. He got an MBE, like Order of the British Empire or whatever. He was a knight. Sir, what? The guy, people kept on saying, some people, he likes young girls, right? And he would literally go on TV and someone would ask him, what did you have for breakfast? And like, I had a young dish. She was very fine, fresh thighs, you know? Or they asked him, how's your weekend? Oh, it was amazing. And I spent the whole week.
Not a young dish.
And someone would ask him, what did you have for breakfast? And like, I had a young dish. She was very fine, fresh thighs, you know? Or they asked him, how's your weekend? Oh, it was amazing. I spent the whole weekend at a girls' school. My case begins next week, Thursday. And people laugh at that. Then they all get shocked when they find out the guy was a pedophile. Like, he was literally telling people.
This was years later.
No,
I know what you're talking about now.
That side,
And the thing, his claim to fame was that he was like very. He wasn't like not controversial.
Was eccentric.
Yeah, he wasn't like the common reporter.
Yeah.
He didn't dress up. He would like rock up to people. I saw the clip of the thing. But guys, people always give clues in their messaging, bro. Look at R. Kelly. For years he's been embedding messages. You know what I mean? So when you go back and you track and you check,
Hey, let me pivot. I ain't mean to laugh just a second ago about that snack. I didn't know they was talking about this level of shit. Yeah, this shit crazy, but it's just dope how y'all always relating over to our artists. People don't know we so much alike, y'all. Let's go.
Embedding messages, you know what I mean? So when you go back and you track and you check,
he's still the
been
best.
telling us for
Even
years.
pasta, Nicolele.
You probably started by charging 2Ks also, right?
He tried to come at Kova. I think so.
can you track and you check? Hey, this person's been telling us for
Even
years.
pasta, Nicolele.
You probably started by charging 2Ks also, right? Like you, yeah? Now it's charging 1 to 2Ks. Motherfucker.
It's there.
Have you used them as material? Hey, we had fun with pasta.
You guys, you take it too far with pasta. Pasta. I'll pastung ketsa. No, I don't. For some weird reason, man, in the comedy space, Amapiano hasn't become like a topic.
Oh, okay. I see.
You know, I think piano's very young. You know what I mean? But I did once use piano for a proposal at one of my shows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
So back, but like original piano.
Oh, flip.
Oh, gong, gong, gong,
Yes,
gong,
yes,
gong,
yes.
gong, gong.
Instrumental
Yeah,
organs and
yeah.
pianos,
Proposal, like.
So randomly, dog, this guy, I was doing a gig in PE. This guy texts me. My show's tomorrow. His birthday show's tomorrow. So I'm doing my gig in PE, flying back. This guy texts me. He's like, "Yo, I want to propose to my girlfriend. Can I do it at your show?" I'm like, what? This is DM Instagram.
Yeah.
I'm like, "Yo, dog, send me your number." This guy sends me his number. I literally at the airport, I phone him. I'm like, "Yo, dog, this is the next day now." I'm like, "Yo, so I have an idea on how you can propose. I think I'm gonna do this gag. I'm gonna set it up on stage. I'm gonna put 2 chairs. I'm gonna look for a random person in the audience. I'm gonna call her up. I'm gonna walk around the audience. You must just show me where you're sitting. I'm gonna call her up to stage, make her sit next to me, and I'm gonna do this thing with music. And then at the end, you're gonna come onto stage. We're gonna dim the lights, then you come on."
Whoa.
So elaborate plan I explained to this guy. Then I wait for him to speak. He goes, "Wait, is this the real Mpho-Pops?" I'm like, "Did you not hear anything I said, dog?"
That's
Like, "Yo, man, is it really you?" I'm like, "Hey, dog." Dog, literally, this man rocks up to the gig. I tell him to come early. He comes early. We pull him into stage, right? Yeah. Myself and Mpho, DJ, we set this thing up, right? Where I use a bunch of piano songs to tell a story, right? It was when Shesha Keza was still, you know what I mean? Gong, 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 all those songs. So the way I set it up was I put 2 chairs on the table, and I was talking about like when you buy a new car, you know what I mean? Like now you're in your new car, you're driving. This is the music you want to play, the sound. And we played like a, I can't remember what piano song we started with. But immediately after that, I'm like, you go pick up your hand. So now I'm walking in the audience. So I'm like, you get to the door and you knock, and then he plays gong, 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 gong. Yeah. You know what I mean? Then you meet that's when I lifted. I was like, oh, you're going to be, you know, the person I'm bringing on stage. Yeah. Then I'm like, but you get there, I'm like, baby, okay, zang. Then he plays, Shesha Keza. You know what I mean? Yeah. And then she gets done. Then I took on to.
I need y'all to put all these hits he's talking about in the comments for me so I can check them out, see what the history is about.
Age, and then while I was on stage, I was talking about like how you roll with your girl, and I was like, you get to a certain spot, you park your car, you get out. So I literally jump out, open the boot, and you take something out, and then we kill the lights, and then Boys to Men played. And then he walked out with the light on him, and I disappeared, and then he proposed.
And is this the real? So, dog, that means a lot of planning goes into your shows, bro.
All the time, dog.
Because to me, it just looks like you guys are just on stage talking shit.
No, it has to be a little bit of everything, dog. You gotta, because people still think comedy's made up, right?
That's hard.
They think it's made up on the spot, so you gotta feed the audience a bit of that.
Hey, so I'm gonna try to react to his shit. If it don't give no strike, I can get done. If it strike, we gotta strike out or can't do it. Let's go.
Yeah.
You know, like I play a lot, I improvise, but there's a lot of stuff that's prepared.
So in an hour set, how much would be prepared?
I'd say 70%. Yeah.
But I feel like the gold comes just from like the energy of the audience, you know?
Yeah.
That's where the best.
So the more energy you
come.
give me, the more I get to play, the more I get to, you know, the more I get to banter, the more I get to use you as a point of reference.
Yeah.
I like naming the audience. I like giving them random names just so I can use them as my point of reference. You know what I mean?
And have you ever met an audience like where you tanked? They were not feeling you.
Hey, dog. Hey, I once did a gig. And there was this Indian guy. And I kept hammering him.
Yeah.
Am I right, Rajesh? This guy was getting frustrated, man.
Oh, for real?
He was getting super frustrated. So at some point, he goes, "You will never be Trevor Noah." I'm like, wait, what? He goes, "You will never be Trevor Noah. You will never be Trevor Noah. You will never be Trevor Noah." I'm like, Dad. Now it's getting serious, you know? Because it had the same vibe as "keep my wife's name." You know, your fucking mouth. "You will never be Trevor Noah." Shit, bro. You know what I mean?
And you rode with it, dog.
I had to calm the audience down, find out, "Hey, dog, is everything okay? I'm just playing. These are jokes." "Yeah, but you will never be Trevor Noah."
Yeah.
Dog. Anyway, that shit ended, and I did a gig in Cape Town, right? I'm in Cape Town. I meet up with Robbie Collins, right? Robbie Collins, I was doing some gig and it got cancelled. Robbie went and did a corporate gig and he died at his gig. He had a horrible, horrible, horrible gig. He died. So we meet up at this other comedy club. So Robbie's telling me, "Yo, bro, I just come from the worst gig. I died. These people were not feeling me." So as a gent, to make him feel better, I'm like, let me tell him the "you will never be Trevor Noah" story. You know what I mean? So we at, I think it was Beer House in Cape Town.
Yeah.
We sitting, there's a bunch of us. So I found Robbie there. He was sitting with a bunch of people. So I'm like, "Yo, my boy had a rough time. Let me tell him." You know when someone tells you a story bro, let me tell you how bad of a gig I had.
Yeah.
So I'm telling him the story, right? And I get to the part, I'm like, "You will never be Trevor Noah." And he's laughing. He's laughing loud. So I'm like, "Oh, let me write it." So I keep going, "You will never be Trevor Noah." And then he goes to me, "Shh, dog, relax." I'm like, "What's wrong?" He's like, "Ash, bro, next to me is Trevor's ex.
Hey!
And she's with the new boyfriend. And you keep going, "You will never be Trevor Noah."
I'm weak.
And she's with the new boyfriend. And you keep going, "You will never be Trevor Noah."
Timing.
Hey, buddy. Relax. Hey, dog. Was I not buying shots the rest of the night?
Who was Trevor's ex?
A lady.
A lady.
Beautiful, very beautiful lady.
Yeah. Let's talk about roast, dog. I've always wanted to ask a comedian, how do roasts work? Are those things prepared?
Roasts, yes. So, especially for the celebrities.
Okay.
A lot of celebrities can't be just funny. So they get a bunch of comedians to write everything.
Oh.
So most of the celebrities they just reading.
Oh.
Right? But then then you get real comedians. So I'll share a secret with you. The roast of Somizi, Skumba Hlope did not have autocue.
Yes, you could tell.
Of course, dog.
Skumba did not have autocue. Everything Skumba wasn't even at the rehearsals.
There's rehearsals.
There's rehearsals, dog. It's scripted.
Whoa.
It's scripted. There's a bunch of
That got me looking at all the roasts differently. I have not watched no roast over in the motherland, but all the roasts I watched over here in America, wow. This shit, scripted. Is this your first time hearing that? Probably not, because y'all we already watching this with your brother. But is this your first? Wow, scripted.
There's rehearsals, dog. It's scripted.
Whoa.
It's scripted. There's a bunch of they get comedians to write content for everyone. So they'll write for the roast master, these and these people. Often comedians who are part of the panel will write their own shit.
Yes,
right?
yes, naturally.
Naturally, but for the most part, most celebs get their stuff written for
Yeah, but
them.
you could see some of them were taking it personal, dog.
No, dog, it's rough, dog. It sounds like a good idea until you're there.
Nah.
For real.
And when it's your day, it's your day. There's nothing you can do about it.
So why do they act like that if they know, if there's rehearsals and they know what the joke is?
Because there's rehearsals, but then there's Boss Kumba Hlope. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're anticipating these shots.
Yeah.
Then you get these other ones.
Professional shit.
Yeah. And also, you don't anticipate the audience's reaction.
Of course.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Audience.
In rehearsals,
Yeah.
it might not sound that funny.
Nah, dog. Sometimes what hurts is not what's being said, it's the way someone laughs.
Oh, yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
When people are laughing and holding on to each other.
Oh, bro, I know that from school, yeah.
Niggas don't even be getting mad. They be getting mad. They getting laughed at. That's 100%.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
When people are laughing and holding on to each other.
Oh, bro, no, they're from school, yeah.
That shit, it stays with you. Whenever you think about it.
Cool brava.
That shit stays with you, dog.
Would you do a roast, dog?
Yeah, I would do a roast.
Yeah.
I would definitely do a roast. Because I did like the pre-roast special on Somizi's on Somizi's roast, and I thought I would be a part of the next roast, but I guess there were politics. But also, it's not just politics. People, if it's your roast, you get to decide.
Oh, you're under the panel.
Who you want on the panel.
I see.
Yeah.
Would you do a roast, so?
Yeah, oh, I'd love
He
to
has
do a
to do a roast.
I have to do a roast. I owe the country a roast.
Let's do a
roast.
Actually, wait.
Let's do a roast.
Let's take this show to the max.
Let's fuck it. Come on, dog.
Come on. You're messing us up.
We're expanding. Different streams of income. Let's go.
Let's do it, dog. Can you make it happen for us, bro?
No,
Yeah.
that's what I wanted to say is, Jets, let's stop waiting around for people to do shit. We can do this shit.
Bro.
You don't have to call it a roast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It can be the grilling off.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Rola, I think we all wait around for when is the roast coming? When is the roast coming? Dog, we have enough material. We can roast the people that people actually want to see. Because if you look at how a roast works, they try and make sure everyone fits in. Now you've got Kurt Darren coming on.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
It's a demographic.
Yes, so the Rembo Nation.
Rembo Nation,
You know, the whole...
The last roast they had Papa Penny.
He looked off.
on. It was off because I was there the day of that roast.
True.
The auto cue was like it was a mess.
Yeah.
It was a mess. You know what I mean? So I think for us we can we can tailor make roasts for our people.
We know our people, bro.
We know no one knows our people like we do.
And so doesn't take shit personally, so it'll be fine.
Of
man.
course. That's,
But you took it personally with the cab driver in Cape Town.
Oh, dude. Oh, hey. Wait, which one?
The one who was just doing weak puns.
Oh, that one, no, I was getting, that one was just, he was getting too comfortable, you know. That one was just getting too comfortable, like, you know. It was just getting too comfortable, man. Yeah, but no, bro, let's go, dog.
Let's go, man.
Let's go, bro.
I am
You
in
the
that
roast
force
master,
game.
yeah?
Yeah.
So they're roasting me.
Yeah.
Yeah, you the roast master.
Oh, we're roasting Soul first.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm the roastee.
Yeah.
The roast.
But I get it, we roast anyone. But I'm the one who's getting roasted.
Yeah.
He's a
Make it
roast
happen.
master.
It's happening.
We calls Kumba. He's scared to come on the podcast. Hope he's gonna come to our grill.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
That will come to.
Yeah, Celeste definitely
Celeste.
will come through.
Hey, this can happen tomorrow.
She's a huge chiller, bro. Celeste.
Who else?
Who else is a chiller? I know Tats Gonzo, I think, is a chiller as well.
Tats is super smart and
Tats is fucking.
Can we get John Christmas, man? He's my favorite comedian. I love John Christmas.
You love John.
I love
But
John,
he's not
man.
a comedian.
John Christmas.
Isn't he?
He's retired, yeah.
He's retired, John Christmas.
John is retired.
Why?
I don't know.
Do
I think
people run out of. I mean, how does a comedian retire? Like, do you become not funny when you're 60? You know, because I know how our foreman at a factory retires because you can't work when you're 60. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Or a soccer player, you can't run when you're 40 like you used to.
But the
a
older you get, with comedy, it's like wine, dog. It gets better with time. So with comedians, you get better the older you get. But I think I don't know why John decided to retire, because John is fucking amazing.
Yeah, he's
Like,
incredible. He's incredible.
John is very dark, super intelligent, right? But I think at some point you're like, I don't want to do this anymore. Maybe the audience doesn't, like someone like John is very edgy. Maybe the cancel culture thing. I don't know.
Oh, true.
I don't know. Because Steve Harvey also talks about that. He goes, he quit comedy to become more PG. Right? Because Steve was also a bit edgy back. Steve Harvey was very edgy.
Def Jam.
Yes, when
Yes,
he still had
the oversized suits.
Chico with the oversized suits. He was very edgy. But then when he started becoming this TV guy, he was like, I can't risk jeopardizing any of my TV bags. So then he shut down the comedy.
But Kevin Hart has managed to do that well.
Even
like
you.
he's still PG, even you.
Yeah,
Because you're the token black guy.
NTB, the non-threatening black guy.
Yes. They love you, bro. I can try this shit with white people, bro.
Saul. Well, I must do if we take out a picture of Saul in the boardroom. No. You want to use him to sell what? Can't sell insurance with that face. We have you covered.
My roast has begun.
We are the NTPs, the non-threatening blacks.
Yeah.
You need a black person that crosses over, not just black and white, across all the races.
NTP.
How did you do that? Because it can't just be like because you speak good English.
No,
NTP. I like that.
it's understanding people. I think that's why I'm an NTP. I don't think it's a looks thing. I think for me it's understanding people.
And you went to a multiracial high school.
Yes.
So
So
blacks, Indians, whites.
So for me, you can put me anywhere. I'll fit in.
same.
NTP.
You know what I mean? And that's why, I'm not intimidated
white
by
people.
any type of audience. Because one of the things I was
my
taught in the
niggas
beginning
too.
was you gotta be able to make everybody laugh. You can't be niche.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I must be
you
able
went
to
to-
put you anywhere, and you must kill.
You know you went to high school with AKA.
Oh, you went to that private school?
No, primary school.
Oh, you went to private
Oh,
school.
primary school, not St. John's.
No. We went to Greenside Primary together.
Greenside, just here by
Yeah,
Auckland
yeah,
Park.
no,
Yeah, see
And
Greenside.
they hit him with the break.
What about the show
Watch the
Steve?
town.
Ah, Tuan Chang Steve, yo, Kinen,
Please tell him the story. That shit is funny, man.
Fine. It wasn't his fault.
It wasn't his fault.
Okay, maybe. Okay, look.
They put the brick in his hand.
So here's the thing about that story.
Yeah.
This was my first white girlfriend, right? And I know like it's not impressive now to have a white girlfriend, but this was like 94, 95.
That
you know,
shit
when
was
you-
impressive
back then it was like, you were that guy in the hood.
Yeah.
Talking.
You was that guy in the hood.
Then it was like, you were that guy in the hood. Talking. Yeah, you know what I mean? I was that guy. So then I had to leave the school, right? So Kenan and I were like very good friends in primary school. Like we all had like a clique. So I left to go to another school, and obviously we couldn't keep in touch. There was no cell phones and none of that, right? And then it was his birthday. Then his mom called me to say, "Yo, man, it's Kenan's birthday. I'd like you to please come and surprise him." And I was like, "Yo, that would be dope. I haven't seen my boy in so long." I got my savings, went to Clicks, bought a Brute gift set. The Brute with the aftershave. And the roll-on, that
Green one, actually.
you know what I mean? The green, yeah.
Green, there's green and blue Brute, yeah.
Put in the paper bag. Got to the house, Mfana. Knocked on the door. Hey, my boy opened the door. I was happy to see me. You know when you haven't seen each other in long. I mean, kids, man. You know, I'll be 10, 11 years old. This man sees me like, dog. And then you know when someone's face changes from hey to hey. Oh, so I'm wondering, what's going on? And then I hear a familiar voice coming around the passage. Hey, babe, who's here? Babe? Man, it's Clips. It's her, dog.
Yo.
It's her. And then she also looks at me like, and then she just goes, let me leave you guys. You know that moment you're like, I'm fine now, I'm done, and what, I'm gonna take my Brute set and hambe. But in the corner of my eye, my Clips jumping castle. And you know what, let me leave after the jumping castle.
Hey, that's very cute.
Because he was like, let's go talk somewhere private. I was like, I know a place. So we went the jumping castle. Boy, I'm it now over here. So we sorted our shit out in the jumping castle.
That shit is funny, dog. How you know, bro? I heard you fasting now, bro.
I'm fasting now, dog. I'm taking care of myself, man. Like
Man, y'all remember the jumping castle, aka the bounce house, man? Simple as that. Throwbacks.
I'm fasting. I'm purposefully looking after myself now. because I went through. Hey,
Purposely looking after himself. I mean, he's looking after. He want to look after himself, and that's what we gotta be on, y'all. Simple as that, y'all. Let's go. Let's get it. Let's get in this, because I'm excited to hear about it, because he talked about it on the previous episode.
I went through some heaviness, dog.
Yeah. So the first thing is no alcohol, no sex.
No alcohol. No sex. No. So for 40 days, right? For 40 days, you have to decide what you want to give up, right? So you write down the list of things that you want to give up.
Wow.
That you're not gonna partake in. And then you also. So for me, what I do is I also do like a food fast. So I don't eat between 6 and 6. I'll only drink water because I need to communicate.
Sure.
You know what I mean? But yeah, it's a spiritual thing, man. Like, fasting brings you closer to your God. Wow. Whoever your God is, what you believe in. So it brings you closer. And yeah, I decided I need to fast, man. Because every year I do it, every year without fail, and I add something to the list. I'm giving up this, I'm giving up this, I'm giving up this, I'm giving up this. And then on the other side, you write what you would like. Do you know what I mean? The things that you're fasting for, the things that you're praying for. It's like manifestation.
What do you fast?
Hey, y'all. Free game, man. We all need to write this down and attack it and do it. Simple as that, man. We're going to call it a 40-day challenge, man. Simple as that, y'all. Let's go and let's get it.
Yeah, I do it every year without fail, and I add something to the list. I'm giving up this, I'm giving up this, I'm giving up this, I'm giving up this. And then on the other side, you write what you would like. Do you know what I mean? The things that you're fasting for, the things that you're praying for. It's like manifestation.
What are you fasting for?
Success, health,
Bro, you
wealth.
got success, bro.
What do you have that?
You know, there's so many things, man. There's things that you want to achieve in your career. There's things you want to attain. There's businesses you want to start.
What have you fasted for before? Because clearly it's not your first fast, and you actually
I fasted for
saw it
Netflix.
into fruition.
Yo!
Wow! No wonder you killed everyone. We've been fasting.
Nice one, though.
Nice
That was
one, bro.
Thank
That
you,
was
man.
beautiful.
Thank
You
you.
And
had
we're not
the
just
best.
saying, we're not just saying that because it was like by far the best.
Yeah, we did say we
was
said it on the
insane.
show. I tweeted it that yo, bro, you had the best set.
Celeste
You
was good.
then Celeste, you know, then hey.
But again, I think it was.
Tricky.
It's up to the viewer to decide. But I think what they did was try get a balance of a bit of everyone. Do you know what I mean? There was me, there was a Celeste, there was a Skulk. I thought Skulk was pretty amazing.
He was the first one. Yeah.
You didn't land with me.
Yeah, me too.
The Pimp My Ride joke didn't connect with you?
Nah, it didn't land. with me.
How do you even get that gig, bro? Because that's a big bag.
Hey, dog. So the Netflix thing actually came through just before lockdown happened. So before lockdown, I got the call. Netflix is interested in this and this. I was so happy, dog. It was booked in. It was supposed to happen, and then the pandemic hit, and then all of a sudden Netflix no more. So that was part of my lockdown depression, was the fact that this thing was supposed to happen, that I manifested and prayed for, and now it was cancelled. You know what I mean? Like, and literally during lockdown, that date, you know when the date pops up, with, hey, today we're shooting Netflix. And we are in level 5, and it's just rough, you know what I mean? But then as time went by, that conversation was revisited, and I was like, oh, thank God this is still happening.
So Netflix hits you guys up.
Yeah. So what happens is, there's Netflix, and there's obviously the production company.
Okay, yes,
Right?
yes.
So the Netflix people reach out to you to be like, yo, we're doing something like this in the country. Would you be interested? Oh, bruh. That time you're trying to sound like you're not crying on the phone. No.
I'll take it.
Let me think about it.
Let me think. I'll call you back.
And then the production company reaches out to you to say, okay, cool. We want to do a Netflix. And Netflix people are like proper, bruh. Like, they proper. They've got proper budgets. They've got proper ways of working.
Got a trainer.
Like everything is proper with Netflix. Because we did the special during lockdown, right?
Oh, wow.
At a time when you couldn't get more than 50 people in a venue.
Yeah.
So we didn't have time to practice. Because comedians need to practice, dog. You can't just...
Get on stage.
You can't just... Especially when you're recording a set. You know, you got to make sure it works. And
it's Netflix, bro.
And it's Netflix, bro. And all of us have been sitting at home. Comedy's like a muscle, bro. You gotta keep training it. You gotta keep going. You got to keep growing your set,
Craft.
your craft. So we'd come from like months of like just sitting and not doing anything, just doing online shows and dying online.
Yeah, those online shows. I saw you guys were trying.
They were there.
They were classic,
Niggas are
bro.
going on live twerking and then there's more numbers.
We saw flames with those online shows, bro. Those things didn't turn out right. But we eventually got the call, and then what Netflix did was they set up like a few gigs for us to like practice.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
So they set up minor pop-up shows, and then that's how we sort of developed.
How does that change your life? Because Netflix is like all over the world, bro.
Yeah, that's the dope part, is how global it is. So the special went out to 190 countries. So it's nice getting messages from people from like, hey, watching you from the UK, hey, watching you from Amsterdam, hey, watching you from here, you know. And then the bookings start coming, you know. So I'll be touring soon.
Yeah. But dog, if that's happening in your life at that time, and this is during tough times, during lockdown, I don't understand. How do you get into depression, bro?
Bruh. Depression is the weirdest thing, dog, because it's like the one moment you're winning, the one moment everything is so dope, and then out of nowhere, bah, it's just downhill, bruh. Doesn't matter how much you're winning, doesn't matter where you are with your life. Once it hits, bruh. So for me, what really got to me is that at the height of me winning, bro, like last year I had the Netflix special.
100%.
You know, working, doing a lot of corporate work. I had a TV show that I hosted, you know, about marriage and all that stuff. So I was on a TV show. I was doing Entangled.
Entangled, yes.
So there's all these things for me to be winning, bro. But I am tired. I'm burnt out. I am going through stuff, you know what I mean? And what do we try and do? We try work through it, right? But at some point, the depression goes from being something that's mental to being something that starts being physical. Where you literally feel it every day. You're not sleeping properly. When you wake up, it feels like your brain just carries on from where you were, right? So you start seeking like medical help, and you get things to cope. Antidepressants and anti-anxiety meds, right? But those can only carry up to a certain point. Doesn't make the thing go away. So the depression just, it stays with you. And the more you manifest, like, because your thoughts start going dark, right? And it keeps going, and it keeps growing, and it keeps growing. And for me, I never got a chance to rest, bro.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Like, I've been through some hectic shit. I've been working, you know, because you want to work. You want to collect all the bags. You never want to go broke.
You gotta provide for your family.
And there were times where I was like, I need to take a break. But I couldn't, because I was always chasing the next bag.
Yeah.
And the next bag. And the next bag.
Because that's what we taught, right?
Yeah, that's what we taught. Be
When
the
in the
provider.
industry, when you're hot, you gotta take over.
Yeah,
Yes, that's
exactly.
one of the biggest things is when you're hot,
maximize.
But then, you know, if you've been hot for a long time.
Yeah. I'm still waiting to be hot.
Yeah, I was still eating.
I know it's gonna come. When you drop the piano tracks.
Remember we went through an episode and I was like, during when Ricky passed away.
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, I spoke to a celebrity the day before we shot.
Oh yeah.
And he was talking about he's checked into a mental.
Yeah.
Yes, I
That was me.
That was Mpho Pops.
Yeah, that was me. So I remember when the whole Ricky thing happened, man. I was a week in. And I remember when the news dropped, like it hit me, bro. But I was like, I'm so glad I'm here right now. Because that could have easily been me, right? Because I come from a line of, my dad committed suicide, right?
Whoa, bro.
So when I was young, my dad committed suicide.
Jeez.
And I've seen what suicide can do to a family, right? And for years, I would blame this dude, like, you know, if you didn't take your life, we would have been here now. We would have had so many things. I could have been this. You know, when you go into varsity and you're catching 2 taxis in the heat and you're getting to varsity, you don't have money for varsity. I worked to pay for my varsity, you know what I mean? Working at home and all these places.
Call centers.
And you're just like, because when my dad was here, he was nice with it, you know, like he made dough. So you're just like, our family could have been in a better position, wada. And then you get older and you start realizing.
And you also question, like, didn't you love me enough?
Yes,
Was that the reason you took yourself the pressure to provide for me?
That's what you go through, and I saw what it did to me. I saw what it did to my siblings. But I made a vow, right? I made a vow that no matter how rough things get in my life, I would never do that. So that's for me. That's always been a non-negotiable. But it doesn't mean that doesn't plague you, right? Because when you,
hey, free game. He said no matter how bad it gets, ain't switching up.
No matter how rough things get in my life, I would never do that. So that's for me. That's always been a non-negotiable. But it doesn't mean that doesn't plague you, right? Because when you're going through depression, bro, like it's intense, man. Like, and it can come from many things, right? People who betray you, your thoughts, because your thoughts turn dark as well, right? And I remember someone was also talking about the fact that these voices in your head that won't stop, and people think it's like just random voices, but it's actually just you. It's what you choose to sort of keep replaying over and over. And a lot of us don't want to deal with the fact that we have any type of trauma. You carry it with you, but what do? We start using coping mechanisms.
Drinking.
You drink, you take drugs, you engage in sexual activity, you gamble, you do anything but deal. With what you're going through. And then we don't realize that those patterns and those behaviors also like change our normal habits. You know, now you're not sleeping properly. Now you're not eating properly. And that just makes it worse and worse and worse. And with us in entertainment, there's also the pressure to be hot.
Yeah.
Right? There's always the pressure to be on top.
You're only as good as your last show.
You're only as good as, literally, comedies like that. You are only as good as your last show. You know you've done well when you get bookings from your last shows. You know what I mean? So there's always the pressure to be on. Then there's the pressure to provide for everyone. When you're the breadwinner, there's pressure to provide.
Yeah.
And not just for your family, but like your whole family.
My whole family, dog. Because also, part of the thing you go, I don't want to do what my dad did. So I want to look after everyone. And like I'm a chronic people pleaser, bro. So you want to make sure you look after everyone, even if it's at your own detriment.
How many people are you looking after now?
My whole family, dog.
Whoa.
My whole family. I'm my family's last line of defense. So that's also another pressure that you put on yourself. You go, if something happens to me, what happens to everyone else? Do you know what I mean?
That's a lot, dog.
You know what I mean? And that's a pressure you put on yourself. And the truth of the matter is your family will be fine. But because you grow up going, there's shoes I need to fill. I need to make sure this person is sorted. I need to make sure this person goes to school. I need to make sure moms are sorted. I need to make sure this is sorted. You know what I mean? So you put that pressure on yourself. And when you don't take care of yourself and you're constantly worrying about other people, that also makes you slip into a depression.
What do you think happened to Ricky?
Dog, I think, honestly speaking,
Hey, before you talk about that, man, he just gave us a lot of free game, y'all. I hope y'all has your ears open. There's a lot of free game in that.
None of us could ever fathom the pain that man was in. Because on paper, like I said, on paper, it seemed like Ricky was winning.
He's winning, yeah.
You are the face of a bank. I think Cotton Fest tickets were like something % sold out.
Yeah, it was going to be sold out. I mean, he's huge.
Ricky's had Porsches and he's got a barbershop. He's driven Porsches and Ferraris, and Ricky has lived the life that most of us desire to live. That's why most people turn around and go, but ganja.
Yeah.
Truth of the matter is, dog, if you have
video.
traumas that you haven't dealt with, those traumas will haunt you. You know, and you can't distract yourself from those traumas. You have to deal with them. You have to
head on.
You have to come face to face with yourself. You know what I mean? So I don't know what happened in Ricky's case, but I think at some point it became too much, and none of us can fathom what a person was going through.
What dark thoughts were you having? You said thoughts turned darker.
Dog, you know, sometimes you get so tired and so broken, right? Like I was burnt out, so I started the year with like. Just coming off being backstabbed and all of this stuff. So there were certain things I had to do, and I found myself also just like having what do you call this? Like financial trauma, you know, let's call it that. And I had to get myself into a place where I worked myself to the bone. So at some point I just became despondent. I just work. And I burnt out. Yeah, last year I burnt out twice, bro.
Damn.
You know, even when I did recover and I was fine, I couldn't stop. I was still in that motion of like, keep going. Not eating right, not sleeping on time.
Workaholic, grinding.
Whenever I get a
Putting
gap,
yourself first.
that's also another thing. You have to learn to take care of yourself. Because when you don't, whenever you have a gap, you're like, what do I do? You know, that's how you end up binging. You know, drinking, you know, doing all of that stuff. So I literally got to a point where I was just despondent, bro. Like I said to you, the depression got so heavy it became physical.
Yeah.
Like where you'd wake up and you'd feel sore, man. Like you'd feel hungover. And for me, I got to a point where I was just like, not suicidal, but like, I wouldn't mind if I died.
Oh,
do you know that feeling where you're like, where you're like,
yeah.
I could actually just,
Why not?
yeah. I
Yeah.
could. But because of the vow that I made to myself, I was like, I'll never bring myself to that point. But you get to a point where you're just like, you're just physically tired and you're physically broken. And I'd be on stage and I started loathing the thing that I love. Dog, I love what I do.
Oh, yeah.
Comedy is my love. The love.
And that's when you know that's a red flag. When you start hating
my
what you
biggest
love.
my biggest red flag was not enjoying what I was doing.
Yes, because that's what's supposed to give you life, dog.
And the people can't tell, right?
Yeah.
No,
No,
watching you.
No, that's the thing, was we wear masks, guys.
Yeah.
We put on, and that's what Ricky, I feel like Ricky did. Ricky had this mask because everyone that talks about Ricky
Had a smile
is
on
like,
his face.
he was the most humble guy. He made
like a
time
saint.
for me. He's a saint, bro. He looked after, he was more worried about everyone else. But at some point, he had to get home and take off that mask.
Yeah.
So we all wear masks, bro. So for me, literally, you'll come to one of my shows, you'll have the best of time, but you don't know what I'm dealing with.
Hey, dog.
Hey, bro.
You know what I mean? Like this past Saturday, I did a show for people, but I just come from emceeing a funeral. Do you know what I mean? Of my best friend's sister.
Oh.
It was essentially my little sister.
And they don't
do you know
care,
what I mean?
bro.
People, they don't know what you're going through. So I had to
Never
literally
know what
walk onto
somebody else
stage
is
and
going through.
put on a mask and rock for 30 minutes and then get off.
That can't be human, bro.
It's not. And,
No, that can't be normal.
And I think
that's
that's
not normal,
I think
bro.
that's also one of the things that messed me up, man. Because people, you know, like I always say to people, I'm not just a comedian. I'm an emotional DJ.
I like
Yeah.
That's what I do, right?
like
Because
that.
when I'm on stage, I make you think, I make you laugh, I make you gag. There's so many things I do, right? So therefore, I know how to control emotions. So I do that with myself, and I think that's what's also messed me up over
DJ,
time.
I
is
like that. I like that.
I can make
Comedy.
myself cry. I can make myself stop feeling, and like I can literally switch my feelings on and off. And the problem with that is you bottle everything inside. So the day it comes out and it explodes.
Who backstabbed you, dog?
Hey.
Mpho Pop's getting backstabbed. He's been in the game for like
Bro.
more than 10 years, bro. How do you get backstabbed? If you got backstabbed, there's no hope for us.
Nah, bro. Nice guy like you also. Backstabs Bobs.
Hey, gents. It's funny. It's not just in the music industry, man. It happens in every industry. You know, where people will literally backstab you. Your management will backstab you.
But your management was family, though.
No, before then. Yeah.
So this backstabbing was management.
Yeah. So the first time I got backstabbed was management, and you know when you find out after the fact that someone's been chowing you, someone did this on your name, this was happening, this
It
that,
hurt. It hit different.
and at that point,
Where's Fisa? He's Soul's manager. Is he backstabbing?
His family. It's Fiso's family. There's
Hey,
not-
family
he's
can backstab
transparent.
you, dog.
Fiso's transparent. He's a window. He's transparent, Fiso, bro.
No, but
Very
that's the
transparent.
thing.
But
you must
you have to trust someone at the end of the day.
that's the thing, right? And one thing I learned, man, is I'm a very trusting person.
Sure.
And I put a lot of faith in people, and I trust
Yes.
people. Open, especially when you're in my immediate circle. I trust you. I'm open with you, like
Most creatives are like that.
yeah, right.
Yeah.
We that's why I say we emotional
Yeah.
people. We go.
Yeah.
This is a good person I can trust.
Yeah.
And then it's those people, those very people, that will turn around and backstab you. Didn't
Woo, don't trust nobody but yourself and God, man. Simple as that, man. I mean, you know who to trust and who not, but when you get that sketchy feeling,
people, those very people that will turn around and backstab you.
Didn't you get exploited by Mzansi Magic or something with the shows, the comedy shows you did?
Mzansi?
Yeah.
No.
Was it One
Mzansi
Magic?
and I are fine.
Was it One Magic?
No.
We're nice.
But someone wrote
We are entangled, Mzansi and I. We are nice.
Family.
Yay.
Yeah.
Multi-choice. We are nice.
So no one has rocked you.
Hey man, I've been rocked, dog. I've been rocked by management. I've been rocked by people that used to work with me. You know, like, you get people that will just work with you. No, I'm gonna do this for you, and then they'll rock you, bro. People will take your things. They will chow your money. You know what I mean? And then you find out after the fact that, oh no, while this was happening, this person was actually doing this. While this was happening, this person was doing this. And it hurts because you trusted these people out of the kindness of your heart, right?
Yeah.
You find out later, hey, this guy, when I was this, he was busy chowing that.
Hey, entanglement for real. You.
So it happens, bro.
But right now, how's your management? I know you got a vendor guy working for you in good hands.
Dog.
Vendors, we don't fuck up, eh?
I'm not saying I'm a man. Now here the people, Fumani. When the guys fuck up. Yeah, no hands.
I've got myself
No hands.
I've got myself a Mac. I've got a vendor who doesn't speak much vendor.
Yeah. Sounds like me.
And I work with him and we have a great relationship. Man. Yeah, because over the years I've just, hey man, it's been disappointment after disappointment after disappointment. Because I not only work in the comedy space, but I've also worked in advertising, and I've been part of pitches where we've won clients that are huge, and then you end up being rocked by those people.
Hey, man. It's life, though, isn't it?
It happens, bro. I remember being in the pitch for one of the biggest telco companies, and we were part of the pitch phase. We worked with the agency and all of that.
Yeah.
And it was like there were all these promises that were made.
Yeah.
And us, we trust here. We don't trust here. We don't do paperwork.
Yeah.
And there were certain things promised, but when the client landed, those
put
things
it on paper though
disappeared.
nowadays.
No.
Drop this fucking thing of yours.
I was asking, why did he go to Ambitious? but let's go to your family now, dog. Hey, you got a daughter.
Yeah.
I just got a daughter.
Yeah.
Hey man, why didn't you tell me it's amazing? Last time, that's how much this shit has changed. Last time I didn't have a daughter, now I got one.
Yes, dog.
Yeah.
Since the last interview.
I've got a daughter. She's turning 10 in about 2 or 3 months.
Beautiful.
She's grown, man.
She's grown, man.
Bro.
She's a fully grown, beautiful human being with her own opinions and.
How amazing are daughters, dog.
Oh man, daughters, like, here's what I love about daughters. Daughters become independent from a very young age. So I used to fight with Imani about getting her dressed for school.
Imani.
Yeah, that's the name. Imani. It's Swahili for faith.
Yeah.
So in the mornings when she was like 3 or 4, we would fight about like, no, you're gonna wear this. She'd be like, no, I wanna wear my tutu with my leggings and my. And I remember at some point I took her to school and I tried to apologize to the teacher. I thought, yo man, like I know, like this doesn't make sense. And they were like, no. You have to encourage them to be independent. So let her do things herself. And with her, I've never had a baby phase. Like we've spoken our whole relationship.
Yeah.
Daughters, girls are just smarter than us.
Yeah.
Right? They are emotionally intelligent. They way ahead. Their emotional intelligence is way ahead of ours.
100%.
That's why they say there's like a 4-year
5
gap,
years,
4 or 5 year
yes.
gap. So with Imani, I saw it from when she was a baby, bro. Like girls are very like sophisticated when they're young. They like their space. They like doing they're very meticulous about I don't like this. I want this there. Boys are just like
Jumping cusses.
Mama!
Not
Don't
mama.
touch that ox! Mama!
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I'm worried about school fees, man. How much you paying school fees?
Yo, school fees. Hey, dog. Hey, school fees. We'll show you flames, bro.
Oh, please just show you playing.
80K.
You!
80K
80K?
school fee.
A year. Hey, a month. Wanna say homeschooling? Hey, I'll teach you myself. Hey, but we saw flames. Lockdown. Grade 2 maths was dribbling me. Lockdown.
For real.
It was, dog. Yeah, I forgot how to do fractions.
Oh, 8K a year is not bad.
Yeah, 80, but that's primary. That's grade 4, standard 2, grade 4. Yeah. Where we're gonna see flames is high school, bro.
Meh.
Yeah, high school you're looking at 250.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then what happened to X, Golden Rose?
Hey, listen, I think in life you get into a relationship, things are great.
Yeah.
And at some point you just grow apart, man. You know what I mean? Like you both want different things.
Practicing that.
Yes.
You see that media thing? Come on.
She's a great human being. We had fun when we were together.
Yeah.
Have you seen it?
And
Yo, let me show him. Yo.
What is she, an artist? Sounds like an artist. Golden Rose.
Banging.
so like I was saying,
Hot.
Hey, this
things
nigga
that-
Mac is ignorant, bro. How you gonna say his hyper up like this?
well,
Not to symbol, not to symbol, not to
we
symbol.
went in different directions.
I think she's with
We
AKA
grew
now.
apart.
Yo! Still was two. Still was two.
I tried to solve.
You should have said nah, yeah. Can't be with nah,
Cockeye.
Can't be with
Let me increase
Golden
my
Rose.
brightness. Look at her, dog. Look at her.
So
You ever seen
that's the
anything this
thing.
beautiful? That's cool.
Like I said,
Golden Rose.
very very beautiful person. Not just on the outside, on the inside.
Oh,
too.
beautiful.
But I guess you grow apart. You want different things out of life and out of each other.
Yeah.
And it didn't work. It didn't work out.
Don't you all, like, the people that you date think you work too much? Because I'm sure you're never home, bro.
Yeah. But you have to have someone in your life who understands that.
Meh.
Right? Because the problem with us is, like, now you guys are on. You know what I mean? Back in the day it was easy when the podcast started and it was just you miking me, getting my tea. Cat Master, they holding the iPhone.
No gigs inside.
No gigs in sight. Now you go from that to boom. Now you're being booked.
My woman can't handle it, eh?
Do you know what?
She can't adjust, bro.
But she has to understand that this is your making it phase.
Yeah.
At some point, you're gonna get to a point where you're making the right decisions, where you don't have to take everything. Right now, you guys are on, dog. You have to take everything. That's how you ended up not meeting Tom Cruise. You know. It's just like, honestly, Tom Cruise, okay. Hey, Saul, on your birthday, I sent my king. High five.
Yeah.
At some point, your body's gonna go, whoa, relax.
Come.
Utom uteni.
This nigga's a killer, bro.
Hey, bro.
When we get there, just say.
Hey.
Is that ever happened to you? That Tom Cruise kind of vibe to you, bro?
I'm trying to think now.
That
But
was a wild
When
story.
they said there's an opportunity and you got scammed when you get there or something like that.
no. One of my first jobs was one of those. One of my first jobs, they told us we're gonna be selling insurance. That's great.
Yeah.
6,000 a month.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
I went in my matric done suit to the interview.
Yeah.
I came in, they're like, you look the part, hired. Just like that. They were like, go into the other room, fill out some forms. When I get into the other room, there's like 20 other people. I'm like, guys, what's going on? Like, no, we just got hired. Oh, you too. Hired. And then they give us these forms with clipboards, dog.
Yeah.
And they're like, okay. Can we just get you guys into groups of 5? So like, okay, I don't know. Since we've been chatting, since we've been in this waiting room, I know, let's all roll. Okay, first group, you're going to Germiston. Second group, you're going to Albertine. Going. A van will come pick you up. Van.
Yo, this ain't shit over here, bruh. Man, put niggas in groups, send them all clipboards, go sell they merchandise and shit, man. Be like, nice, vacuum cleaners, all different type of shit, bro. That shit funny, bro.
A van will come pick you up. Van?
Get people to sign up for newspapers.
Dog, now we're in the back of a bakkie. I'm in my matric dance suit, dog. And it was cream white. Now I'm in the back of a bakkie with a pen, with a clipboard. And those, you know those insurance forms. So you know when you're in town and there's someone comes with a clipboard. Hey, now you're in funeral cover. Those guys, dog. They dispatch us to some office park. Now there's no people walking around, so we have to like knock at office doors. Hey, hi, funeral cover, like hi.
Hey, you seen it all, dog?
Hey, dog. Hey, I quit that day, dog. I think after the third knock, I was like, no ways, bro. No ways. This suit was too down.
They still go to Summit, dog.
What? What is that?
Bro, he's ND. Remember, what are you?
What?
No, you're NDP. Remember, it's NDP, dog.
NDP.
Can't answer, it's NDP. Can't answer that one. What is Summit?
Like the global summit. Where we meet for jokes and stuff. Oh yeah, we have like a global summit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No, I didn't see you there, dog.
What do you mean? Dog, if you sing Maps Maponyani, only Trenjo is changing from someone. Pops! What are you doing out here? I'm happy is a move. Pops, hey, go on. Now you. Maybe if you said the grand, yeah.
Summit's not your vibe.
What?
Hey, do you want me to pull out the receipts, dog?
What receipts, dog?
Yeah.
Oh, so you're grand more than Summit?
No, not even the grand. I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, that place, Sumit. Oh, yes.
Yes, but
No.
Oh, you,
so let me
too
just say-
royal for us. You're too royal. Why don't you just park off there?
It's too royal.
It's too royal.
Yeah.
Just park there and let them
Eyes on fire.
Top 5 best comedians to look out for right now.
Yeah.
Give me the names.
globally or
Let's do the essay, man. We
Essay,
care about
bro,
the essay,
essay,
man.
essay.
Local. Keep it local. Local is
Essay.
lacquer.
local
What's
is
the
like
essay ones, bro?
Because comedy has died, actually. Let's be honest. Since
No
lockdown.
way.
I wouldn't
guys,
say,
bro.
There's
No
so much
way.
comedy out
There's
there.
so
much comedy.
There's
I haven't
comedy.
seen anything.
So there's comedy.
I'm gonna give you my top 5, like the people that I love and adore. Celestine Dooley, number 1. Skumba Big Bang, Tsitsi Chumia, Loiso Madinga.
He's incredible.
Loiso Kola?
Loiso Madinga is incredible.
He writes for Trent as well.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he does correspondence.
Daily Show.
Daily Show, yeah.
I don't know if that's still happening, but he
but
used
he-
to.
Hey, y'all let me know which one y'all favorite comedian, man, so I can check. If it's Mpho Pops, we gonna get Mpho checked out anyways, but y'all let me know any of the ones he just named, y'all.
He's one of the writers,
but he's also one of the writers, right?
Yes.
And then there's a girl. Oh no, guys, no wait, pull back.
Okay.
There's a guy from Durban called Calvin Goldstone.
Goldstone.
Yeah, dog pound for pound, and he's a Christian comic. Wow. Like he doesn't swear, very clean.
Oh wow.
Wow, Christian
So
comedy.
he's like, honestly, right now he's a beast on stage. If you ever get a chance to watch Calvin, please do yourselves a favor. Then there's KG Mohadi.
I've heard of
KG, Cape Town guy. So these are both big guys, right?
Oh, I know KG.
Yeah, KG.
Yes.
He's got like a pace.
Oh, he's funny, dog.
KG.
You love KG.
Funny.
Oh, he's funny, bro.
Funny.
Dry,
The
but
guy
like,
with the scooter.
In the school too.
He once did a joke about, I forgot, duckies or illnesses on Insta. No, not him.
Darky is an illness. So that just sounded so bad.
Illness.
I
forgot.
About Darky.
No, bro. KG.
Where does that Alostro thing come from? I hate to know, like I say it all the time.
Alostro is from that video with the guy where they were interviewing a bunch of guys.
Yeah, like Nyaupe, like someone Nyaupe, and like some homeless guys or something, like living in a shelter or something.
They were living in a shelter.
Yes,
and
during
then
lockdown.
they were asking them relevant questions, and then this guy came out of nowhere like,
Yeah, they don't want to say that someone, there's some of them here for Alostro.
and the way they dealt with it. Dog. Have you ever seen when someone hits you but doesn't lose focus on the camera?
No, we just need 2 parcels in here.
And they dealt with Alostro.
Yeah, bro, big time.
You know it's Alostro.
I think it's withdrawal symptoms. It was trying to say
Alostro is
Get
withdrawal. Can you withdraw?
Oh, get with throw.
Yeah.
He's a good actor. I ain't gonna cap. He really a good actor though. Like impressions, like his face expression, man. He's really good at that, man. So I wonder if he gonna think about getting into doing any real deal acting.
Yeah, sorry.
That's what I'm thinking, though.
Like when you had Alostro, Kosami. Pops, quiet. Pops.
Alright, let's go. We're gonna play One Must Go, the comedy edition. Eh?
Yeah.
One comedian must go. Loiso Gola versus David Cow.
Love Uncle Dave. And I'm forever grateful for everything he's done and the platform he's created for us. But right now, what Loiso Gola is doing in the UK, bro, is just phenomenal, bro.
So David must go.
So unfortunately, I'm gonna have to say, like it's with a sad heart, that I must say, Uncle Dave must go.
Bro, how come you never brought up PMS, Pim Nati Show?
I was young, bro.
Oh,
I was in school, yeah.
Yeah.
That would have been. I watched PMS growing up.
Yeah, we all did, though.
I was like,
thing was legendary, man.
that's that was my introduction of South African comedians. Because until then, like I said, I didn't know comedy existed. Loy was the young guy when PMS started, and he had like your new sound guy, he had a Konji King Secret Soke Jurek. Yeah, but the original ones, the ones with the mic. Not this one. It's
He said he had a regular original.
No, yeah, please show him on camera.
Yeah.
Please show him.
Yeah, these Jurek
sound guy.
with a small ponytail at the back.
Small body.
What is in there? Is that like excess hair? Is it a roll? What is in there? And what is this for? Like for waves? Okay.
He does sound waves.
Drop
Oh,
it,
now you give it a bit. Now you
drop it.
because it's payday. Tina's PPD.
Alright, cool. Trevor Gumbi's Kumba.
Oh man, you see, these are so personal because all these people are my friends.
Yeah.
Like, friends.
And you know, comedians, they don't have beefs. There's no beefs in comedy.
No, there's no beef in comedy. But pound for pound, Gumbi. You know what I love about Gumbi? Gumbi takes it there.
Yeah.
You know, like he's not afraid. He's not.
Balls of steel.
Nah.
He's not afraid, and he doesn't mind disgusting an audience. Like really.
That's
But that's to challenge them. You know.
Man, I love how y'all just like us, man. Y'all got comics, comedians, artists, like it just on different level. Like how y'all basically going over your GOAT list right now, man. It's like when niggas talk about Kevin Hart, Cat Williams, Dave Chappelle. Like this is dope, man. Let's go.
It's also just to, like, you know, when someone dips their foot in the pool, you want to see, okay, how far can I go with you guys? Can I actually dive in? So kudos to Trevor for the bravery. But Skumba, come on, man. Skumba's funny every day.
Yeah, true.
Every day, Monday to Friday, gigs on the weekends. You know what I mean?
But I feel
Fastest ticket selling comedian in the country.
I feel like there's a guy like that in every hood.
There is, but most guys don't have the thing to go into comedy and do it.
Oh,
so Skumba's
like a profession.
Skumba's an anomaly because you know, like for me, my older brother is way funnier than me. Though. For real, my big brother is pound for pound funny, but he's a banker. Do you know what I mean? Like he's brilliant at it.
He's banging notes, he's banging jokes.
You know what I mean? But if you had to put us head to head, we just
that was a good one, guys. That was a good one. That was a good one.
no one. Dog, wait. No. No,
trying to move
dog.
on.
No.
Banging notes, banging jokes.
That sounded like a campaign line for a bank that's trying to come back. Sambo! Banking notes! Banking jokes! And
No,
then
the intern found it funny. You're hired.
he has.
You're hired. Yeah.
No, so Skumba though.
Yeah, it's Kumba. Yeah, fuck.
So Trevor,
I've never actually seen him live on stage.
live.
You've never seen Skumba
No,
live?
I've just seen the radio stuff. I just see the radio stuff.
Do you understand Zulu?
A bit.
Okay, no, but Skumba's nice because he mixes. Dog, I'm gonna make sure you see Skumba live, dog.
Look, if I could do an episode with my Babutsi 2
I
hour.
don't feel bad because now when Mac say he only stands Zulu a bit, I mean, I got a lot of work to do, but that's crazy how y'all don't really understand all your languages, but y'all understand majority. But when you got 12 different languages, come on now.
Thursday. What? What? Yes! And then you don't put subtitles. What? What? Yes. And you just
Celeste and Tuli Tumimirake.
Celeste.
Must go.
No, Celeste must stay.
Celeste
Tumi
must
must go. Again, it's one of those, like, you see the way you're asking these questions, I must say the structure is more like who's currently hot and who was hot and sort of paved the way.
Oh.
So David Cow paved the way for Loy's hot now, for someone like a Loy, because Loy
I
was
see.
that. You know what I mean?
Yes.
A Trevor Gumbi paved the way for someone like Skumba, because Trevor got away with so much on stage. That's why Skumba can get away with so much, right? And then you look at someone like Tumi Morake.
Yeah.
Tumi Morake is that first black female comedian. Out of all this, she's the first black female.
Is it?
Yes. So she's like because she used to roll with all the PMS guys. You know what I mean? The Chris Forrest and all of them. So Tumi is the first, but right now, the person who's really doing the most, the person who's touring, the person who's connecting with the audience more is Celeste.
Yeah, man.
I love how he broke that down, man. He had to let that nigga know. Them the niggas that paved the way so these young niggas can shine now, man. He just gave everybody their flowers and respect. And I respect that. Y'all, let's get this finished out, though.
I liked Celeste, but after the interview, I love David more, man.
Dog, Celeste.
Oh,
Celeste is incredible.
amazing.
She's
amazing.
Hey, so was
It'll
catching
be
feelings
funny,
that
we gotta
app.
check it
It was like that Ghana airboy kept laughing closer to the guy.
This nigga
Hey, that
so-
kind of episode was. I only saw it when it was airing.
And he had that grandeur eye.
I lost, bro.
bro.
Okay, here we go. Donovan and Jason Goliath.
Donovan and Jason Goliath. Ooh, that's a tough one.
It's a tough
Is
one,
it tough?
eh?
Oh, that is a tough one.
Meh.
I'll tell you why I say that's a tough one.
Why?
Donnie's like the advertising, like, he's well put together from an advertising
Is that the
background.
big guy, ne?
No, Donovan is the light skin. They're both light
light
skin,
skin.
but he's like the paler version.
Yes,
and he's
yes.
from Tata. So don't forget, these two are not brothers.
They're not.
No, they're just Goliaths who met and decided, let's do this thing.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Oh, let's start the
That's
family.
why Ili Goliath and Goliath.
Oh, right.
Not Goliath and Sons.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so Donnie's from the Eastern Cape. That's why Donovan speaks fluent Xhosa. Fluent Xhosa. Then we've got Jason, who's a proper Joburg dude. So they've met and decided they're gonna form Goliath. and
It's
Goliath.
working.
Then there's Nicholas Goliath. I think by 3.
Yes.
So Nicholas Goliath is Jason's brother. Jason is the big
one, ne?
big Goliath, and then there's Donnie. So Donnie's got very like creative advertising punchlines.
Got you.
You know what I mean? Like
It's an advertiser's dream.
yes.
Okay.
But then you've got Jason, who's more like hood funny, street funny.
Yeah.
And yeah, so this one's very hard. I would choose Jason.
Jason must stay, ne?
Yeah.
Because he's about the arts, ne?
Yeah, dog. I'm about pound for pound funny.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, and Jason is that guy who's just, he's funny, bro. Donovan is, don't get me wrong, they're both funny, but you've got prepared funny and just like off the
Natural,
cuff.
yeah.
I'm a more natural guy.
Chris Rock, Dave Chappelle.
Christmas go, bro.
Christmas good, ne?
Christmas go. Christmas go, dog. Dave Chappelle is a
Dave.
comical genius.
Did you ever meet him?
Yeah.
You met him?
I met Dave Chappelle.
Whoa!
I met Dave Chappelle. I remember I went to go watch his show at Monte Casino when he was here.
Yeah.
And because the Monte Casino staff knew me when I was
Yeah,
they're like,
yes.
I don't know, come into the booth.
Yeah.
So you see those private suites on the side?
Yes,
Oh,
where people watch like
yes.
I was there. I was there. God.
How
And
is
when Dave walked in, he did this.
Yeah.
I was on my knees. Chappelle said what up to me. And then I remember I was leaving. So after the show, I was already done.
Yeah.
Then when I was leaving the show, so the guy who manages Trevor here in South Africa, Ryan Harduth, Ryan was like, yo, where you going? I was like, no, I'm going home. Like, my night was done. Saw Chappelle, he acknowledged me when he walked in. He's like, no, we're having like an after thingy where we're having drinks with Chappelle and his team. Do you want to come? I was like, what? Of course, yes, dog. Wow. And I went, it was somewhere in Monte Casino. And yeah, Dave was there with his, he has like this Bluetooth speaker, you know, like that last number JBL. Yeah. So he had the speaker there and they were playing their own tunes, chilling with his team. And I remember sitting on the other side with the other cops, just staring at him.
Wow.
Like I'm not easily starstruck.
Yeah.
Bro, I kept looking away. And yeah. He looked at me, just looking like cool, yeah.
So what makes a guy like a comedic genius?
Bro, like it's everything, bro. So before I get there, so at some point we bump into each other. I think I was going to the bathroom and he was coming back. And then we bumped. I was like, thank you for everything you do for us. You're like the Jay-Z of comedy. Like, hey, yo, man, thanks. I appreciate that, homie. And I walked away going, is that what I could
That was shit up.
You're the Jay-Z of stand-up. What the fuck? Why would I say that to Dave Chappelle? I could have referenced any... But what makes him that, bro, is so many things, dog. Dave has a way of talking about current social problems and making them funny. Right? So there's certain things comedians won't talk about. Because religion, politics, cancel culture, the communities that exist. So Dave challenges it head on. But his stuff is so clever that he can get away with saying so much. Do you know what I mean? There's a controversial joke where Dave goes, I'm so badass with my jokes, I write them backwards. Like I write the punchline first, and I put So I put I have a bowl in my house, and I just put random punchlines in. And he says, and I pick one out, and then I make a joke around the punchline. And in that particular thing, the punchline was, so I kicked her in the pussy. So you say something like that, the audience goes, that's not funny.
Yeah.
Then he comes and he does this whole story about this woman who accused this kid of doing something back in the day, back in the day during slavery. Some white woman accused this kid of whistling at her, and this kid was like, he was killed. Like he was, the KKK came, hung him, kidnapped him, killed him, whatnot. And then years later, this lady admitted on her deathbed, that that boy didn't do anything. I lied. Because that thing became a big thing because the boy's mom decided to have an open casket for his funeral because she wanted people to see
the damage.
The damage,
and the pain
right?
he went through,
So years later, this lady in her deathbed what. Finally, Edmo said, okay, that boy didn't what. Shit. And then that's when Dave says, so I kicked her in the pussy.
Now it's funny.
Now it's funny because you're like, yeah, she deserves.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But when he first said it, and that's what most comedians won't do. The moment you feel the tension in a room when you say something wrong, people backtrack. Okay, let me say something funny.
Hey, I remember that goddamn joke. He sure is right. Everything he just says is 100%, man. That's why Dave the GOAT, man.
Go to the next thing.
Yes.
But someone like Dave Chappelle can sit in a room of silence and like discomfort until he makes you laugh at the thing that he says, I'm gonna do. That's just genius.
Yes, genius. That's genius.
You know what I mean?
Genius.
How did he make Bill
Cosby?
Bill Cosby.
They call him Bill Cosby now.
Dog, it was so magical, man, because it was before the allegations and stuff like that.
Thing, yeah.
So I was doing a documentary overseas. It was my first time in America. I was losing my mind, and they were like, "Oh, we want you guys to meet a famous comedian." We drove to Beverly Hills, and they didn't tell us who we're gonna meet, right?
Yeah.
And I remember
When you say we, it's just...
so it was myself. There was another comedian from. So they went to basically third world countries.
Oh, I see. Okay, cool.
You know, that was the whole point of the thing. Is let me go see what comedy is like in India. Let me go see what it's like in South Africa. It was hosted by Hassan Minhaj.
Okay.
So he's like a famous American comedian, and he went to India, and then he came to South Africa, and then he invited 2 comedians back.
I get you.
To the States, right?
Yeah.
And then we went to Bill Cosby's house, but they didn't tell us we're at Cosby's house. So they're like, "Ah, man, there's a famous comedian we want you to meet." We got there, and they're like, "Please, whatever you do, don't look at the walls as you walk in."
Whoa.
So you're walking in, but I can see in the corner of your eye goes, "These are pictures of black people that my eyes keep catching." Like, who is this black person?
Who are you hoping it is?
At the time, I didn't know, dog. Yeah,
cool, yeah.
And then when I looked up, I was like, no way, we're in Cosby's house. And I heard his voice coming from the car. I was like, bro, my mind was blown, bro. And he was nice, man. We sat outside his house.
Yo!
So we were in his house, then we went into the garden, we sat, interviewed us. And at that time, he was old, bro. He's old now, but he was old at that time. And to your point, what you said earlier, this man was on tour, bro. You know, and he was telling us the thing of like, you only get better with time because your audience wants to know from you when you're in your 30s, your 40s, your 50s, your 60s, your 70s, your 80s. It was dope.
Which other comedians have you met? Bill Burr?
I met Bill Burr.
Oh,
dude, he's funny. Yeah, funny. I met Dane Cook.
Dane Cook, I don't know him.
You don't know Dane Cook?
No.
He holds the record for the longest comedy set in the world.
Oh, wow.
Whoa.
How long is that?
So Dave Chappelle used to hold it at 6 hours and 40 minutes. Dane Cook is at 7 hours.
Damn.
Whoa.
7 hours on
hectic.
stage, just carrying on.
Just carrying on, no?
Wow.
Oh, hectic.
What do you think gets more ass, comedians or DJs?
Comedians.
Aye, fuck out of here.
Girls laugh.
Comedians.
Like, guys who make them laugh. More than guys who make them dance. Think about it.
The
Girls like
number
a
one
funny guy.
thing, yes. Before we involve monies and stuff, if you read all those old Cosmopolitans and True Love, and when they ask, what do you look for in a man? If he can make me laugh.
Oh, yes.
Right? And don't forget, a comedian has a commanding position in the room. When you're on the mic, everyone's listening to you. Everyone is engaged.
So you got your fair share of pussy?
No, not me. Because I'm a born again.
That's very
You know what I mean? Yeah, and like with DJs, DJs I think is more roadkill because you've got like screaming fans. Son, we wanna yeah. Tina, we've got people who are sitting, who are engaged, who just like the whole time you're having a conversation.
And you're making them think.
You're making them think.
You're turning them on to different levels.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
that's why for me I would say comedians, not because of history or what I've seen.
Yeah.
Just purely on a connection level.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you have a captive audience, bro.
Yeah.
You're making people feel certain things, but once you make people laugh, they
lose.
energy is different, you know?
Who you fucking with music-wise? Who you listening to right now?
Oh, dog, I'm listening to so much piano, man.
Yeah.
I'm listening
Who
to
isn't, bro?
I'm listening to so much piano. But I must admit, I've also started going back a little bit, listening to old hip hop.
Okay.
Because I think I've missed it. But right now, man, I'm messing with piano heavy.
Which song?
Heavy. Let me think. What's my song now that I am?
Hey, after you say this, we're gonna pivot.
Can I be honest, nah? There's a lot of DJs or mixes that I listen to.
Oh,
Because
okay.
piano unfortunately has that thing where a song gets tired after some time.
Yes.
So like when I listen to like the balcony mixes,
Yes,
or,
Major League.
you know, stuff like that, you discover tracks that you didn't know.
No, yeah.
When you listen to Kabza and Pori, they'll always play something that's
You didn't know, yeah.
that you didn't know. That's
Also, you
not
listen
out
to
there.
more mixes. So you
I listen to just so I can discover more stuff.
Oh, yeah.
There's a guy on YouTube called DJ Romeo. Do you know DJ Romeo? No. Hey, where's the I'ma keep with the stripes?
Yeah.
He literally does. He DJs in his bedroom.
What?
And he has the most fun. That's where if you don't know what song is currently hot, again Abu Romeo.
Oh, DJ Romeo.
DJ Romeo. So
South African.
Yeah, South African.
Oh, dope.
South African. So yeah, man. Look, I'm messing with piano heavy right now. Heavy.
So,
Alright, y'all, let's go on, let's get it, man. Let's clap it up for this one, man. Episode 346, our boy Mo Pop on the history of South Africa comedy, man, and American comedy, man. So let's go on, let's get it, man. History period on himself, man. So this was dope and unique because I haven't got to dig into him, but watching this episode, maybe it opened the box more. We got to learn more about our boy Mpho Pops, man. Simple as that. And he's actually bigger than I didn't know. He him when it comes to this comedy shit. So I'm excited to get into it more, man. I'm excited to continue reacting to the podcast, man, because we're learning so much about you guys, artists, man. So let's go on, let's get it, man. Let's do it one more time. Let's clap it up for this one. Simple as that, man. Episode 346, man. So, hey, y'all fill me in, man. I guess he got another episode that's prior to this. So this is the second one. I guess I'm doing it backwards. But, hey, we getting it all done, man. And we learning, and we laughing, and we smiling all together. That's all that matters. Simple as that, y'all. Let's go on, let's get it. I'm trying to find a good part to leave it on, but I can't. But I'm going to leave it right here. I enjoy this, but do me a favor, man. And there's a lot of game, though. A lot of game of this about life, about the depression, just a lot of different shit from start to finish. So let's clap this up one more time, man. But like I was saying, man, do me a favor. If you watch this video to this point and you enjoy this reaction, hit that like button. If you new, you're not part of the team, not part of the energy, not part of the family, what are you doing? Hit that subscribe button just to click the support. If you part of the team, keep your smile on your face, stay prayed up, keep your faith up, get the comment down below, please. And all you guys, make sure you have a blessed day, a blessed night. I'm up out here, guys. Have a blessed one.